Here's how to build any character correctly in 60 seconds or so, courtesy of God Gamer Muhammad, who asked how to build characters in general. When I saw this comment I was like, easy to make, easy to record, short.
Ooh, you naughty whackers bonkers. What a good idea.
So before you build any character, you first need to check how they are played and what their main stat is. There are characters that are meant to do damage and characters that are meant to do other stuff. Luckily, NTE made it pretty easy with the characters so far, as their main stat is oftentimes also their damage stat. Naturally, for a crashing majority of characters, the main damage stat is attack, but there are exceptions. Let's start easy though, with someone like Lacrimosa. Now Lacrimosa is a main damage character, which means she is going to be our on-field carry. She will require a lot of field time to be effective. Next, let's check her skills. They scale with attack. Good, that's the easy way. So now we just stack her full of attack and win, right? Well, no. The tradition of gacha games is that high enough crit rate and crit damage will always outperform attack. And since Lacrimosa is a main damage, we need her to do a lot of damage. Which is why, yes, we will raise her attack, but our main priority should be crit rate and crit damage. Next up, how do we gain these essential stats? Via arc and via console. Arc is very important as it makes a large portion of character's core attack stat plus another stat that depends on the character. Considering that we have established that Lacrimosa needs crit, we should focus on looking for an arc that has crit and a secondary ability that stacks well with Lacrimosa's playstyle. Rule of gacha is, the signature weapon of a character is always their best choice, so if you have her signature arc, go for it. Now the more confusing part, console and modules. This part is very different from other gacha games and there is a lot to keep in mind. First, you need to find a console that fits Lacrimosa. Clearly, that would be Diabolos. Then you need to make sure to equip the console with modules that fit the requirements of Diabolos so that the secondary bonuses are both active. And once you do have the necessary ones, pick the best modules you have and fill in the holes. Before you do that though, look at the top left corner on the arc screen. You can find which modules give the character extra bonuses, so that you know which pieces to focus on when filling the holes. Each module has 4 stats to unlock via upgrades, along with attack and HP bonus that are always active. In case of Lacrimosa, make sure to prioritize the crit duo and attack the most. Finally, upgrading the character itself, which means leveling them, ascending them, and upgrading their skills whenever you're able, as well as their arc. And voila! You're a master now. Ending pro tip. As I hinted at, this is not the norm for all characters. For example, Adler gives shields based on his defense stat, and even his skill deals damage based on his defense. His upgrade pattern should therefore be defense first and crit duo second. Another such case is Fadia, only with max HP.
Subscribe to gain increased luck on your module drops.